हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. My name is Manisha Singh. Today I will teach you product management, which is a part of dairy plant management. In our previous lecture, I also give you some introduction of product management. Now let's start the topic from materials management. Materials management is that aspect of management function which is primarily concerned with the acquisition, control, and the use of the materials needed and flow of goods and services connected with the production process, having some predetermined objectives in view. The main objectives of materials management are to minimize the material cost, to purchase, receive, transport, and store materials efficiently, and to reduce the related cost. Third is to cut down costs through simplification, standardization, value analysis, import substitution, etc. Fourth, to trace new sources of supply and to develop cordial relations with them in order to ensure continuous supply at reasonable rates. Fifth, to reduce investment tied in the inventories for use in the other productive purposes and to develop high inventory turnover ratios. Then maintenance management. In modern industry, equipment and machinery are a very important part of the total productive effort. Therefore, their idleness or downtime becomes are very expensive. Hence, it is very important that the plant machinery should be properly maintained. The main objectives of maintenance management are to achieve minimum breakdown and to keep the plant in good working condition at the lowest possible cost. Second, to keep the machines and other facilities in such a condition that permits them to be used at their optimal capacity without interruption. Third, to ensure the availability of the machines, buildings, and services required by other sections of the factory for the performance of their functions at optimal return on investment. Managing global operations. The term globalization describes businesses deployment of facilities and operations around the world. It can also be defined as worldwide drive towards a globalized economic system, dominated by supranational corporate, trade, and banking institutions that are not accountable to democratic processes or national governments. There are four developments which have spurred the trend toward globalization: improved transportation and communication technologies, open financial systems, increased demand for imports, and reduced import quotas and other trade barriers. Managing global operations would focus on the following key issues. First, to acquire and properly utilize the following concepts and those related to global operations, supply chain, logistics, etc. To associate global historical events to key drivers in global operations from different perspectives, to develop criteria for conceptualization and evaluation of different global operations. Fourth, to associate success and failure cases of global operations to political, social, and economical and technological environments. Fifth, to envision trends in global operations. Then break-even analysis. Break-even analysis is the study of cost-volume profit relationship. Break-even point is the point where the gains equal to the losses. The point defines when an investment will generate a positive return. The point where sales or revenues equal expenses. The point where total costs equal to total revenues. There is a no profit made or loss incurred at the break-even point. It is the lower limit of the profit when prices are set and margins are determined, also known as point of zero profit. Break-even analysis can be carried out in two ways: algebraic method or a graphical method. Algebraic method is break-even point is the ratio of fixed cost to the contribution per unit. That is, break-even point is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution per unit, where contribution is selling cost minus variable cost, fixed cost is contribution minus profit. Then graphical method is the point of intersection of the total cost line and the income line is called the break-even point. Right of the break-even point shows the profit potential while the left represents the loss potentials. Break-even point is also known as no profit, no loss point. Limitations of break-even chart analysis. In practice, of all the costs are not always either fixed costs or a variable cost. There are some semi-variable overhead costs. In the long run, all costs are variable, so the break-even analysis holds good only for short-run requirements. It is suitable only when the firm produces one type of the product. Then relation of production with finance. The relationship is integral. Production department is involved and concerned with the making of the product or development of the services. It is heart of the business as they need to provide something that consumer wants. Production department deals with the making and development of the product to make the consumer want it or feel that they need it in their life. The finance department deals with all the kind of monetary transfers that the business is involved with, and of course the production department is one of the biggest area of loss. The production department needs to go about creating the product, and in near enough where every business there is the cost to creating the product of service, hence the finance department will deal with how much of the firm's funds or assets are being lost to this and will decide whether the efficiency of the business is sufficient. The cost per unit will be monitored by the finance department, and this is an incredible important concept that overlaps between the two firms. Relationship of production and marketing. Both are important parts of the total business system aimed at providing consumer with need satisfying goods and services together. They provide five basic economic utilities: form, task, possession, time, and place utilities that are needed to provide consumer satisfaction. Here, utility means the power to satisfy human needs. First is form utility. This associated primarily with production, the physical and chemical changes that make product more valuable and satisfy consumer needs. Marketing thinking guides production side of the business. Then marketing decision focus on the customers and include decision about what goods and services to produce. Marketing is concerned with what customers want and it should guide what is produced and offered. Then task utility. It is provided when someone provide services to other or produces intangible goods that are services to clients. This is associated with production. Time utility. It means having the product available when the customers want it. This is also provided by marketing only. Place utility. It means having the product available where the customer wants it exists when a product is readily accessible to potential customers. This is also provided by marketing only. What is Kaizen? Simply, Kaizen means continuous improvement. Various industries followed Kaizen. It is daily process, the purpose of which goes beyond simple productivity improvement. It is also process that, when done correctly, humanizes the workplace, eliminates the overly hard work, and teaches the people how to perform experiments on their work by using scientific method and how to eliminate business waste. Improvements in production. If we increases the output and reduces the input, then we can increase the production efficiency. Basically, efficiency is output upon input. General ways to increase output are process improvement, regulate workflow, use more modern equipment, train and motivate employees. General ways of decreases input are improve quality, minimize waste, reduce the cost of labor, reduce cost of supply. Then role of technology in the production. It is now quite difficult to imagine world without modern invention. Technologies makes way for fast and efficient operation in manufacturing companies, as well as facilities cost-cutting measures. Technology brought significant changes to traditional production system that have been so beneficial to all industrial players, including suppliers and customers. A pharmaceutical company, for example, employs advanced machinery in encapsulating and wrapping machine. Traditionally, the making of medicine was manually done. However, to prevent contamination and mitigate errors from human intervention, pharmaceutical companies have employed robots and computerized machines. It results in mass production of medicine at faster speed and lower cost. So, advanced technology plays a major role in production. It will improve production rate and also product quality. Innovation in the production. Innovation is the act of introducing something new. It is associated with generation of new idea. In contrast, innovation refers to taking those new ideas and actually implementing them in the marketplace. Developers create an invention designed to satisfy an existing market need. Developers assess the feasibility of the innovation in terms of both sales and production potential. After this step, developers conduct research in order to manufacture the product successfully and to ensure that product will satisfy market demand. Finally, the new product is launched and its success is gauged. If needed, the product's marketing plan can be modified or the product itself improved. Innovation is important part of production to satisfy consumer demand and is needed to be in a competition with others. Hope you will satisfied with this session. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any query, please mention it in the comment box. Thank you so much.